Let's test the audio
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Let's test it. Let's
All right.
test
Yeah,
the
it works. I hear
audio
myself.
first.
Okay.
So let's run it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, we're good to go. I'm just gonna post it now. Let's
All right.
test
Yeah,
the
it works. I
audio
hear myself.
first.
Okay.
So let's run it.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, we're good to go. I'm just gonna post it now. Let's
All right.
test
Yeah,
the
it works. I
audio
hear myself.
first.
Okay.
So let's run it.
Okay. 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 Sounds good.
Are you getting a feedback loop?
Yeah, I'm not to kill. Hang on.
Yeah, we're good to go. I'm just gonna post it now. Let's
All right.
test
Yeah,
the
it works. I
audio
hear myself.
first.
Okay.
So let's run it.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Are you getting a feedback loop?
Yeah, I'm not to kill. Hang on.
Yeah, we're good to go. I'm just gonna post it now. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if the feedback loop is.
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
I think it should be fine now.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Can you switch the overlay to the other one?
To
To the charts or whatever. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this up. Let's- What are you looking at?
all right. Yeah, we're good. Go. What's up, everybody? It's you're with us on another Wednesday with Bridge3Labs. I'm IO Focus. I got Danksy here with me as well today. Uh, we are kind of fresh on the back of the ETF launch. Um, I think that most of us kind of had to read that not to have as much expectations like we did for the BTC ETF. This was kind of going to be a more of a nothing burger, at least at first. I've seen some memes references to dead cat bounces out there, um, things like that. Um, Funding has been like extremely positive, at least initially, as of last night on ETH. But still, yeah, not much, at least in the form of bullish price action we've gotten so far here with ETH. We can look some maybe in a minute here at some of those ETFs or some of the inflows and whatnot. I know that as well in the background. We still have a lot of the Mount Gox clearing out, liquidating their Bitcoin. I know that there was, I think I even saw some word about some movement today. I think they transferred some to Bitstamp. Maybe we can look at that in a minute. Let's look at Bitcoin here just briefly. So so far in the daily, right? We have Bitcoin up almost about 1%. What was that? We actually have Ether almost down 2%. We got Solana up about 4%. We could even glance even at something like some bubbles real quick, kind of get an idea where things are at. What's going on here? So as we can see here, while we don't have Bitcoin and Ethereum really moving too much, kind of stuck within a 1-2% range, we do have obviously some other smaller cap coins, at least as we're looking in crypto right now, doing well so far here on the daily. We have Jupiter, it looks like up about 7%. Pepe, that is something that I was watching kind of break out and run last night and then again this morning. So Pepe is up. We already talked about Sol, about 4%. With PopCat, which I know if you're a B3L member, you're probably familiar with this coin we've been talking about. I think even me and you, Danks, you were speculating on the market cap of it at some point. Waiting to see where that reaches that $1 billion market cap. I don't think that we've gotten there yet, right? Correct?
What for WIF?
Yeah. No, PopCat.
Oh, PopCat hit it touched $1 billion for
Did it?
a second.
Oh wow.
Which,
okay.
Yeah, it was like on Friday, I think, last week.
Okay. So did that count as a win?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. I made 100% on my bet.
Wow.
Yeah, small bet, testing out the Polymarket platform, but still, a win is a win.
Heck yeah! Congratulations! That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been talking about that play for like 2 weeks, and yeah, I finally made the move, and it happened pretty fast, like 3 days probably. 3 to 2 days.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's quick returns. That's Danks, you guys. I'm talking with here. One of the co-founders of Bridge3Labs. We're looking just last week at some, just speculating a little bit on the website, looking at some possible plays. One of those had to do with the market cap of PopCat.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about, actually right now, let's talk about your option trading or option lesson today. When is that? I'll announce it. Let's see. I'll announce it soon on Discord.
So for those of y'all that are already Bridge3Lab members, or if you're considering becoming a member, a request we had come up more recently as we've been looking. We're always looking at all kinds of different markets, but especially as crypto's taking a breather here. We've had quite a bit of interest in different options trading and stuff like that. So a request was to do a course on options trading, and that's going to be tomorrow night, which is Thursday, at 9 EST, I believe, or 10 EST. Let's see the schedule.
I thought it was 10 EST.
10 EST. Okay, at 10 EST.
10 EST. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I actually do have. a graphic made ready to go. I started to share it at the same time as this other one, but I didn't want to steal thunder from one for the other type thing. But yeah, that'll be out go ahead and post that. We can post it now or post it as soon as we're done. That's going to be in our Discord and not here actually on Twitter, just because it's a little bit more of a controlled environment, and it's something we kind of want to be able to offer specifically to just members. And hopefully we will, with that smaller advantage of having a kind of a walled in smaller community, it'll be more kind of like an interactive workshop in the sense that we can take questions and comments from members and things like that. We'll have some notes and we'll make sure I have it like recorded and posted for members that weren't able to attend or whatnot. So that'll definitely be there, be a part of that. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think I'm surprised. I mean, it's the Robin Hood effect, right? It's people having access to options, highly levered plays, good for market makers, good for institutions that retail is playing it, right? Yeah, it's a very interesting tool. A lot of people get destroyed. Some people make a lot of money, but you basically have to understand the tool to be able to use it effectively. And so that's kind of why we want to do the option trading. And yeah, I think there's a lot of nuance to the option game. But I've been using options more and more recently, trading on the equity side. So yeah, I think it's a good opportunity.
Okay. Yeah. We've definitely seen a lot of success from some of y'all, definitely founders and some members. I know, definitely doing well with options trade. So yeah, that'd be really cool. Kind of start exploring and more and more. Yeah, I've been having fun even just kind of preparing for this, looking at options and things like that. Kind of starting to open my eyes more to other opportunities I was maybe perhaps ignoring or just passing up. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's some more. We've had some
Yeah, you
interesting.
want to pull switching back to crypto, do you want to pull up the ETH charts?
Sure. Let's do that. So here we are, ETH on a small time frame, 15-minute time frame. Let's switch over here, look more in the daily real quick. Yeah, so here's ETH, right? We're looking at this is just on the daily time frame, right? You can see obviously we've been kind of dancing around basically this almost basically a point of control. Really here about just I think about 34, 33. I think we're just starting to be under it, but as you can see here, you know these levels kind of we're at right now have definitely been support and resistance in the past. Um, we had a strong pivot from the low here on Wednesday or on Sunday. I'm sorry, and up from that about 16%. I would like not to see us get back down, trading in this lower part of the range here, basically under 3,000. But this is where kind of we'd have to go look kind of more to more outside sources, looking at things like open interest and things of that nature to see if this is about to turn around on us, or what to expect for the rest of the week here on this. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we're falling. Yeah, unfortunately, we did have some strong volume here on Friday. I think that kind of really kind of pushed us and held us above. Really, just this 3,400 level, but we are starting to lose pressure. I would expect. Let me just drop down here to a little bit lower time frames. We did start to see, what I'm trying to say is money flow kind of starting to flow in on Sundays, and really kind of kept us afloat after what I would say kind of we got this push up on Friday. But yeah, all indications, at least in the short term, I'm seeing that we're going to probably have some more downside pressure here in the short term.
What are we looking to for downside levels? What can we hit? Like 3K, 2.9.
Yeah, I mean, I think 3K. I think two. I think any. I would be surprised to see us under 3K. I think under three. Under 3K is an opportunity. As you can, I mean, at least looking here back in the past, right? This was pretty good buying opportunity. Just back on Friday. We have quite a bit of uncertainty going on here. It's been a busy past 2 weeks in the U.S. with the mix-up in elections and politics and everything else. But yeah, I would look for. Let's see here. Just looking at a. Yeah. So more specifically, yeah. I like this range right in here, which is kind of the golden pocket of. So for me, yeah, really basically down here in about to the low 3100s, all the way down to about 3080 or 33,080 or 3075 is where I would first be looking to possibly add. Looking for a long-term ETH position or to hold. Obviously, we could lose that, but this is where I would first look for a reaction. Or if you were looking to kind of play this more short term, right, and look at risk on something like this, if this was your entry, you would have to, obviously, we'd have to keep our stops below this last. What would we be targeting? Something like that. Yeah, it's even still tough. Yeah, we can't target all-time highs. Well, yeah. I mean, if you were kind of strong believer in this Q3, Q4, right? This would kind of be my setup. Looking on this, you'd have to basically be targeting almost all-time highs here, or about 4,000, kind of for a good risk reward on this. Or I would just look at almost kind of something like this DCA, and basically I would be looking to add here, and anywhere basically we dropped below, we lost 2,900. I would be surprised if we were to come down and approach this level again this week. I don't see that happening, but it's not to say that it's not, it can't be on the table.
Yeah, it'd be pretty devastating if it came down this week to that level.
Yeah, let's use volume as our friend here. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so this point of control, we're definitely under this point of control. But so a little bit of hope here that maybe this value area low here at about 3,328. If we can maybe, if we come down to that level and just catch a bounce or stay above to where we're staying in this range, at least this volume profile, that would give me more of a bullish short-term hope. But really, this point of control again at about just about 3,500, really kind of acting as strong resistance. But on the upside, when we break above this, I would expect for a quick rally back up here to about 3,800, the top of our volume profile there. And that's just kind of where I see that. And look at that. If we would, we could probably look at some open interest things and stuff here. Yeah, I mean, we do have two double stacked OBs order blocks here, 4 hour and 1 hour, to help try to absorb some of the selling pressure. Obviously, down here below this, these are indicating these are fair value gaps that we created on the way up. If you know anything about, or when we talk about gaps and trading gaps, most gaps are filled, especially if that was a high volume. Let's see. Yeah, this high volume candle and this move here kind of gave us a pretty decent fair value gap here. That it would make sense to see this filled, in the next 30 days or less is what I'm trying to say. But with that being said, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Let's look at real fast if we want to see to kind of help.
Can we look at Bitcoin ETH?
Yeah, sure.
That chart.
Good idea. And this is I'm on Vantage. I don't even know what that is. Hang on. It's just that'll work. Anyways, this is a chart, right, of Bitcoin performance versus ETH. Something we've referenced before in the past, to kind of give us an idea of Bitcoin strengths versus Ether strength. We can see here on the daily, right, time frame here.
Wait, can you change it to daily? Actually,
We are on
4 hour.
Huh?
Here we go.
Yeah, so like here on a daily time frame, right, we can start to see, you can see some of the reflection here of, right, why Ethereum is down over 2% and Bitcoin is actually positive, up just over a little bit of 0.5%. And this is where we kind of get this green candle from, right, because this is Bitcoin versus Ethereum, right? So as we're starting to see Bitcoin outperform Ethereum, for example, especially today, that's why we're getting this massive green candle, which is a sharp reversal compared to Tuesday. We could almost start to form a trend line here on the daily, and use things like this just to kind of give us a little bit of a reference to see if we, if we were to lose a trend line like this, right, for example, it would be an easy sign to us that Ethereum was starting to gain strength again and kind of outperform Bitcoin possibly. But we've been, basically this has been a pretty consecutive a pretty good trend, basically going back since early part of July, about the 11th or 12th of July, and kind of still been in that.
Yeah, I mean, do you think the Bitcoin Nashville is going to help? What do you think that's going to do to the market? If it does anything?
I'm not thinking much hype. I'm not thinking much hype on that. I'm just not, unless. And I've seen speculation, right, that maybe some presidential candidates were going to attend, or.
Yeah, I heard Trump was talking, and then Kamala Harris is also talking at the events.
Yeah, and then I've seen conflicting whether she was or wasn't. I don't know. This is going off of Twitter, but okay. So is it what your last understanding is, thinking that maybe they might both attend and or speak?
I think Trump is almost guaranteed to speak.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if Kamala Harris, if that was a meme or if she's actually speaking.
Okay. 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 Um. Yeah. I mean. Uh. I think it's yeah. I think positive for Bitcoin, especially. Maybe that's my favoritism. But I would say yeah. Trump speaking. I don't really expect it to do as much. Like for one thing, right? He could come out and say, all right, hey, I'm down with crypto big time, and you know it basically saying, hey, green light when I come into office, right? But then you still have a little bit of speculation of how the election is going to turn out, right? Um, as well on that, but I in general, right? Like typically, um, Republicans are viewed as being less regulation, right, when coming into things and stuff like that. So you'd take that as a as a positive sign for crypto. Um, but but again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Speculation
think
a bit.
Trump being down with crypto is already priced in. I mean, he's pretty unless he says some like other crazy
Right.
stuff
Right.
and push it even further. I think it's pretty priced in. Depends if Kamala Harris. If we get both candidates down with crypto, that could be huge.
Yeah, I could see that. Right. 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 Correct. 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 I agree. I agree.
So yeah,
Is there any speculation on that? Are people even taking bets on that?
I don't know. I'm getting killed at on Poly Market right now. Let me just check. I think I don't think they have any, but I haven't checked in a while.
Guys, while we're kind of bouncing in between here, some coins I've been watching as of lately. I'm not a huge fan of XRP, but um, it's it has been in a pretty strong uptrend here, even on a higher time frame, 4 hour daily. Um, Kind of fighting this resistance here at about we're really where we're at. Um, but I would just keep my eye out on this because if this manages to kind of move up here to just above 65 cents, I would then expect some price action on this to really move up quickly. So XRP, I'd keep a watch on. Pith as well has been a pretty strong uptrend here.
Where do you think XRP can run to? That's the real question. It's a pretty old coin,
Yeah,
as coins are.
and another one that's been wrapped up in a lot of you know narrative and litigation and almost why I preferred for the longest time. I did not like to trade XRP because from being someone that's pretty heavy on technicals, um, the problem with something that's you know narrative on Twitter, right, and being sued and back and forth with FCC and CTC and everything. Basically, all it takes is like a few tweets, and you could get quite a bit of volatility that could mess things up. Um, where do I think this could go after off of this? Um, I don't know. I'm not necessarily eyeballing 75 cents, but looking if you were counting waves or just looking at fibs here. Let's see here. Pull my feedback up.
Can you zoom out? I mean, it's probably like you probably go out to like the weekly chart for to see like um, previous trading patterns. It's been like slowly declining with the lawsuits.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a of Garland and House and everything. I mean, I'm not. I As far as opinions of tokenomics and you know everything else behind the story of XRP. Like I'm not personally biggest fan, but um, I thought more. I thought some of their, I know that their all their legal woes weren't gone, but um, I thought it was getting better. Was my impression, getting cleared up, but maybe not.
Right.
But also too, I mean, on a weekly level, looking at this, right, we are approaching basically this same golden pocket that's acted as resistance before. Um, it's just that we can see here, at least on a few of these moves here, where we did actually manage to break above. This being this last one, maybe count some of these as before. This really I wouldn't, because we just busted right up through. But you know, some of the, say this last one took us, almost up 20% when we broke through there. 15% previous before, which just puts us like a price target on the upside there of about just under 75 cents. But yeah, so I mean, really, I said break at 65, but like let for confirmation, I actually put that at 66. Really, it would be this out of there. Other than that, I don't know what else our XRP actually has going on for itself. As far as litigation or in the news, I haven't heard much about that, so I couldn't offer much there on that. We're still pushing into this old OB though. Yeah, I mean this thing. What is this since Sunday? It's up about 50% in 2 weeks though. That's pretty wild. So yeah. What else can we talk about real quick? I wanted to jump back over here to the web real quick. Mono swap I heard was hacked. I don't. Thank goodness I'm not doing any swaps on mono swap, so I don't really have to worry about that. I don't think that's very popular. Okay, so Mount Gox, as of today, right, it says so far more than 17,000 creditors have been compensated. So on today, Mt. Gox stated in his latest filing that following July 5th, 16th, and now the 24th, the bankruptcy trustees had repaid Bitcoin Cash to some creditors through the designated, cryptocurrency exchanges. What do we see here? JD.com will issue a stablecoin based on its public blockchain in Hong Kong. Vice President Harris will not speak at the 2024 Bitcoin conference.
Yeah, no, she's not speaking. That JD one is actually pretty interesting.
I don't.
Hong Kong has a lot of movement right now for stablecoin issue or for token issuance, actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be pegged to the Hong Kong dollar, 1 to 1.
Yeah.
Issued on public blockchain. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. See how much. What did you say? Huh. Yeah. quite a few Kamala Harris meme coins running. I saw some being shared out in our Discord. I saw some wins on that as well. Okay, this is today talking about the project Avail. Kind of comes out the module large price difference between Gate and Bitlum. The Gate platform is recently 100% low point. Celestial engine. Yeah. This is that meme coin Kamal. Apparently, there's one called Harris as well. Ooh, Michi still running. Wow, up 23% today. Shout out FG. Congratulations on that one. Everybody's talking about time. Everybody's talking about time.
Yeah, I think Ton is running still. Let me pull up the chart. I mean, Ton
Talking
just.
about
I mean, it just dropped like. I mean, it's on the 1 minute. Let me see.
She talks about Fidelity just added 20,500 ETH through Coinbase and Cumberland. They transferred to their own wallets. Fidelity buying it up.
I'm surprised they're not using Coinbase custodian. They're custodying their own.
Yeah, that's just odd, right? Or Fireblocks or something.
Can you check the inflows for ETH for
Yeah,
the ETH ETFs?
sure.
Not
Yeah,
sure where.
let's look at that.
You think this would have the updated ETH ETFs? It's been
Maybe
trading
not.
for like what, a day?
Huh? Yeah, but let me see.
No, they probably don't have it.
Here we go. Well, here's daily Ethereum spot ETF net inflow. Whoa.
Oh, here we go.
Who has the ticker ETH HE?
That's probably the old one. Like that's probably the. It's grayscale. That's why.
Okay. That's their alpha. Okay. That would make sense. This was about to say. Okay. So
So they're
160
just
million showing current.
yeah. If you look at cumulative, it's plus 31K on the right. So 100 million.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What?
Which is the one? Which is one that they're putting the most in? That's the real.
Here's ETH. This is futures. So. Funding on ETH is still like 8 something percent. That's crazy. Still on BTC too. Huh.
Yeah, everything's 8% roughly.
Yeah, I just saw that. Jeez. World coins minus 162. Solana's at 11, yeah. Wow.
Does that mean everyone's shorting WorldCoin?
But why? Wow. Huh.
What is the? Can you explain the funding rate? What does it mean for WorldCoin right here?
The funding rates to to keep the encouraged to keep the difference between spot, the CVD, basically CVD spot and futures price, the same.
Mm-hmm.
Something else gonna give me the. Okay, this is. I was trying to see if I could get more data on the actual ETH inflows. Valkyrie, Bitwise, ProShares. Somebody doing this here. Yeah, Valkyrie. So, right, what is funding rates? Funding rates are fees set by crypto exchanges to maintain balance between the contract price and the underlying asset price, typically applicable to perpetual contracts, i.e., perpetual crypto futures. They serve as a mechanism for fund exchange between the long and short traders, adjusting the costs or profit of holding contracts to keep the contract price close to the underlying asset price. When the price of a contract deviates from the underlying asset's price, exchange adjusts the funding rates to encourage or discourage traders, basically to pay those funds in the opposite direction, bringing the contract price back to the underlying price. So during a bullish market trend, the funding rate is usually positive and increases over time, with long positions paying funding rate to short positions, and the opposite kind of in effect like we have today during a bearish market where the funding rate is usually negative, with short traders paying fees to long traders. So, for example, today when we're looking at WorldCoin, right, with the funding rate so negative, basically
Mhm.
um, you could think of it like long, you know, longs or get people opening longs are basically getting paid to keep those open, um, and the opposite of people, taking short trades. Sometimes I've seen some very abnormal funding rates with airdrops. Like for example, a year or two back with ICP, where the funding rate was some ridiculously skewed. I can't remember what way or the other, but um,
Yeah, it's probably because people were hedging and they didn't get it yet, and not enough people had coins.
yeah. Um, so sometimes I mean I don't really use a funding rate heat map as much as I do even like an RSI type heat map, but I do kind of look at it to sometimes look at certain anomalies or whatnot.
Yeah.
He
I was actually, if you're talking about funding rates, I was actually talking to someone last week, and he was a pretty big trader. Um, he was talking about like how in like the 2020 2021, you could get like 30 to 35% um, rewards or like funding rate APY on Bitcoin if you just held it. If you held Bitcoin and shorted Bitcoin futures or perps.
Oh yeah, I could see that. You're
Yeah,
talking about over
but
like for like a long for months at a time.
yeah, for like a year, you'd basically
Okay.
have like a cash position by basically holding Bitcoin and
Right. I guess yeah, especially say during that part of this 4 year cycle during the bull run. Okay.
yeah. So like
Interesting.
yeah, it's a very interesting trade he did. And it was pretty interesting talking to him about it. But I actually have to hop in like 9 minutes.
Okay.
You can keep running the stream. I just have to hit up another call.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll be here for a little bit longer. I meant to share out this link too sometime because I want to be able to give other people opportunity, um, to 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 jump in if they want to at any point. Um, Also, too, shout out to 1.1. Will the options workshop be recorded in DC? Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh, yeah. You want to pull up some meme coin charts?
sure, we could do that real quick.
We'll see. For the last couple minutes, I'm here.
Ooh, Wolf. That's new to me. We got Wolf 30% today. What is that trading on? Shout out Wolf. What is Wolf? Land Wolf price? Wow. Wolf on Solana. Okay.
What's the meme here?
This is Wolf.
I know, but what's the meme? Are they funny?
I got a website. Let's see where they. Land Wolf. What? Oh, they've already got exchange listings. Moving away from the frog meme trend, says that Land Wolf's come. Eh, I do like these partnerships. I will admit that. No shill, no shill. But oh, they got PFPs too. Oh, you make your own wolf PFP, huh? And tweet about it, I guess. Guess they don't have a utility. Golly, hair being 52% today. Wow. Running. Mitchie, shout out FG. Founder been calling that one a lot. Strong conviction. MAGA 23. Pups. Degen. That's one I've been following there for a while. You guys, and if y'all want to do a lot of this meme coin Solana trading, I know some of y'all about Photon, Maestro, there's a couple other popular Telegram bots. I just want to give a shout out again to my friends over there at Minty Finance with their kind of specialty botting platform as well. I've really enjoyed that. Who's Carl Johnson on base? What the heck?
That's a crazy.
I don't even know that
Is
name.
I don't know.
But on Soul. Yeah. Let me look here. We'll go play some Gecko Turbo. Today's popular categories, they are giving it again to, let's see. Animals, kind of cats, still kind of ruling the animal thing here for memes, it looks like, for the most part. And majority of that, some of that's on Soul and Base. Obviously, some we are more familiar with, like Whiff and Popcat. Mew was one that they have a listing on Phoenix. I was trading. I closed it nice with 84% on, showing off this morning. Cat Dog Soul. Some of these other ones. Let's see if the volume on settings. Manikai on Soul. That's not really new. Starting to see some meme coins on Talon. That's the scary thought. Yeah, so animals kind of still being. Let's see, look here in pump fund categories. Pump I. That looks possibly interesting. Good volume. Camilla Caris. 2 million in volume. That's all right. Yeah, so this first one I'm looking at right here, Danksy, this looks like yeah, they're still there. If I had to guess, this is gonna keep running for a minute. This is Karis on Soul.
Is that the one everyone's funneling money to?
Huh?
Is that the one everyone funneling money to?
I'm not sure. I know that there's been the Kamala. There's one that was called like Kamala, and then there's one that was called Harris. But this is Karis. We're up 7%, 5 minutes, 7% over an hour, 41% on 6. But just looking very, very glimpsy at this chart here. What I do like to see here is I like to obviously we have some volume here that pumped us up, but we are getting this volume again here and even though we had pretty low volume here in between. This did hold pretty well. I imagine this wick was a large buy. Obviously, this resistance here, just below 85, will be something to watch. But this might be a potentially decent play for the next couple hours to come. This one right here is called Pump Eye, and no, I don't really like that. It's not. But yeah, I like this a lot better at first glance. This Keras. Maybe I'd look at something like OBV, like I talked about. I like to look at with these. Yeah.
Yo, I got hot, but
All right, buddy.
appreciate it.
Let's go.
Hopefully, depending on how long the call is, I might hop back in. But if not, thank you guys for coming in. See you guys at the option event or option lesson later tonight or tomorrow. And have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace.
Thanks, Stacy. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So, guys, just kind of looking at some of these memes. I'm much more of a trade memes, like a short term play. So I'm not really kind of looking at it or in the know on some of these memes really until basically I'm ready to trade them or I'm looking at them. And so looking at this live right now, maybe this Harris is something I'd be interested in. But then again, like I just try really to be careful with a lot of these memes because it's hard. It's a lot harder, I find, being able to manage the risk with some of these. So I would just encourage you to be careful with that as well. Sometimes these memes, they like to kind of do it. You'll see some of these pump really hard while they are while like for example, while Bitcoin is underperforming. And then again, sometimes you get almost the opposite of an inverse on that. So just something to watch there. What else can we look real quick while I got you guys here? And I'm gonna go too. I'm working on some cool stuff for Bridge3Labs and expecting to have some of this out later today. I just wanted to show you. Again, here's Wolf. Let me jump back here on TradingView. Again, one of the first ones I was talking about was Wolf on Sol, and we were looking at their socials, and they do have a platform, but also they've been listed on several exchanges here, and this Wolf is still continuing to do well. It's basically just now put in another new all-time high. Forgive me, I'm in TradingView. There's not much data on this as it's newer, but I'm pulling this from Poloniex. But yeah, this has been doing really well today, and probably I would expect to continue. Let's see here. On a 4-hour time frame, you could see we broke this downtrend, and really this kind of also previously had been acting kind of as some resistance in the past, and so it's encouraging to see this Wolf above this. They did seem, I can't, once again, this is on the fly. They did seem like a decently, possibly a decent project is what I'm trying to say. I'd say decent, I don't know. But safe is what I'm trying to say, or somewhat safe. Let's see. Let's look up. This is Land Wolf, ticker Wolf on Sol. Here, I'll bring it up here on Gecko Terminal. You guys, there's not necessarily the right or wrong way to look at some of these coins. I just prefer to, with some of these, like with memes, sometimes I like using, CoinGecko has basically what you see similar to other things like DexSwap or DexScreener, but they have their own terminal as well with its multi-chain. But I like the way that they kind of categorize some of these memes and everything else. So it's kind of my go-to for looking at some of them. Anyways, yeah, Wolf's looking pretty strong with his volume. It's pretty good even on a lower time frame, short trend here. But they did have some established socials. Let's see. Let's see. They do seem to have the liquidity locked. So yeah, it seems pretty decent. Let's see. And they do have some pools on Radium as well as Meteora and Orca. You guys, I'm sure most of y'all soul traders out there, y'all are familiar with Radium, obviously, but I don't know as much if y'all are familiar with Meteora, but that is a newer kind of popular liquidity swap like Radium. Meteora, that's Meteora. And obviously, of course, Orca swap, guys, is the obviously another big place to go to as well. To possibly if you are having trouble making the swaps on Radium. While we're talking real fast, just on memes and Solana, real quick, guys, I thought I'd bring this to your attention. It's not as good as, again, shout out to my friends over there at Minty Finance. They got some killer Sol standalone platform, Sol meme coin trading platform, but you know, there's a little bit of a learning curve, technical. But if you're not there yet, familiar with something like that, there was a group of developers a while back that built this great kind of Web3 platform for all kinds of wallet automation. That I was a fan of a couple years back, and they were called dtools.org. Unfortunately, they've kind of closed down. Well, they do actually still have some of their web-based stuff. But what I'm trying to bring you to it is they're new, what they've got and built, and I thought I'd bring this to you guys because I thought it was cool. Some things we like to keep to ourselves, right? But you know, again, too, man, I like to share stuff that I think is cool, and even if other people don't like it, like me doing it. But because we're just keeping it real here. So this is called dbot or dbotx.com is how you get to it. But what this does is it has quite a few capabilities where you'd want to use this like for meme coin like trading. So it can't do as much as the fast sniping stuff as you could do with maybe some command line utilities and private nodes. But what this does is allow you to do is kind of still get in on some of the action. You can tie this into Discord or Telegram as well. But you can do some copy trading, right? So if there was a wallet out there that you thought was doing well, that you found through some on-chain looking, you could use this kind of copy trade some of theirs, as well as let me show you here when I look at Auto Sniper. What this Auto Sniper will let you do is, right, guys, is you'd come in here and then you'd create, right? So I'm going to put in, for example, we were just looking at a meme coin on Solana. I think that one was Wolf we were looking at. So let me go back over here and get the actual address from that, which would be I'll show you how this works. So something like this, I've got Wolf. Now I'm actually going to copy the address of Wolf here, and then I'm going to come over here, and this is where I would then put the address in here, the token address there, and then I'd select my wallet. You can see that the Wolf has been populated here, and then I'd want to put in my expiry, right? So how long I'd want to do this for. And let's say for 2 hours. And then I'd want to put in how much of SOL I wanted to spend buying on this. So let's say half a SOL, right? And then we have our turbo mode or anti-mev mode, either one there. And if you guys got any comments or questions and want to post them, I would be happy to take them if anybody's out there still watching or listening. But check this out. The deal with this is that then I'd come in here and then I can set in my take profits, right, and stop losses. And then basically this would run for me on chain to this web interface is how you do this. Let me just kind of give you a full setup of how this works, right? I'm gonna say 8%. But this is a way to kind of bring a little bit of risk management. If you're trading meme coins, this isn't exactly like a sniping bot for you, but what this will do is basically it'll put in a take profit and basically a stop loss for you, and basically execute the trade according to those parameters for you. And you can set your priority fees. What I like about this over Photon personally is the anti-mev capability. I'm not into to bribing and tipping as much to get my transactions through, so I like the anti-mev and or turbo mode. One thing to one thing I would say to all y'all there. Let me get rid of Danksy. Here, go. That's my friend. So, is that you guys? First off, a lot of these platforms they don't tell you this, but what you can do is if you go to Jupiter with any Solana wallet, you can right then and there you can swap some of your Sol for wrap Sol, right? Just a small portion, say 0.2, 0.1. But if you'll do that and keep some wrap Sol in your wallet, there's also too you can. The smallest unit of Sol, right, is called LAN ports, right? So you can actually have some LAN ports as well, basically sitting in that wallet to kind of act as used for kind of bribing for these transactions to go through faster. So that's just kind of something I've experienced. I thought I'd tell y'all for that. And I'm gonna have to wrap this up pretty quick too. If I was more comfortable with knowing what I was gonna show or not here, maybe I'd show you kind of what I'm anxious to get back to. But you guys here with Bridge3Labs, right? Obviously that we're all part of here. What I wanted to make sure and bring up as well is this. So first off, this is our website, right? Bridge3Labs IO. This is where you can apply to become a member. Be sure and go check out our stuff on Magic Eden. That's where our collection's at. But we have basically different tiers of membership. All you need to get in is obviously a beast, a pass. But if you also are interested in kind of some extras, you can become a whale, right? By holding multiple of these pieces. And as a whale, that's where kind of we try to let it be known the value in being a whale. And me personally, as being an analyst and a developer, being a part with Bridge3Labs, that's where kind of I get to have some fun and really kind of get to take some chances and throw some things out there for people to use. Maybe some things I wouldn't even mention here live. But yeah, don't think don't think I'm joking about that, man. I'm not joking about that at all. So if you let me say one limit, if you like tools, if you like kind of using like the best resources you have available to make decisions, whether that's in the execution of your trading or just simply in analysis, or really it has to do with more like general automation of assets and trading. Come to Bridge3Labs, man. Come to Bridge3Labs. Join the whale group. Introduce yourself. Send a DM. We got what you need, and I'm definitely interested in it. And if we don't, tell me about it, because I want to figure out how it's done, and I want to do it better. And that's what we're about, for sure. I'll promise you this too. You become a whale member over here with Bridge3Labs. Any of those subs you may have for trading tools or indicators, or any of those subs you're looking at getting for trading or for like indicators, things like that, I'd tell you to wait, join, become a whale, and see what you can get access to. Some of those things you might find included in your membership besides group think tank, friendship, camaraderie, investment ideas, and things like that. Yeah. And again, thanks for being here. We're gonna kind of get back to doing more giveaways, making this more of a live, fun show. I got a lady friend of mine that reached out to me in the space that even got a prettier face than me that maybe next week I'll have on here, maybe sharing a little bit with you guys as well, and some opinions. And I'll be looking to have any guests come on. I run a live show, and I have a live link where anybody, if they want to participate or jump in, throw in an opinion, share some alpha, got a meme coin, anything like that that's hot, um, ready to talk about it. I know that we all come from different walks and aspects of life. Um, in my age and where I'm at, I'm here pretty much Monday through Friday. You know, trying to make $1 out of 50 cents. So, if that's where you're at, if that's where you're hungry, or if that's just something you're interested in and how it's done, and you want to participate, I'd encourage you again and again to come back and join. Or if you have any, or if you're just curious, like, hey, what is all this junk on your chart, man? What is all this crap? How come you don't have a simple black and white chart? What is this stuff? What is all this? Is this strategy? What is that stuff? What is? If you got questions like that, or you just want to explore or see, how things are done, come check us out. And be sure and look out for our spaces. I think we have tomorrow. I want to make sure and mention our two other analysts. That is Mongs. Shout out Mongs, my friend over there in Asia. And then shout out to Rotes. Rotes up in our fellow Canadian. They both do shows during the week. And yeah, that's about all I got for you. Shout out to some of my close friends, Beard Guy, UV, Dixon, Chi Noodle, some of the rest of y'all. And shout out to some of my favorite projects out there doing things as well. Bridge3Labs is in a fortunate space where we not only can glorify, and highlight some of the things we do, but we are strong enough and backed enough that we can also kind of lift up and highlight other communities in Web3 that are doing things. And there's definitely some out there. I'd like to be sure and give a shout out to all my friends and boys over there with Space Riders, especially Zubik. I think being a great community and leader. You guys make sure and check out. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull this up. Y'all be sure and check out Space Riders. The guy over there, Zubik, seems to be very vocal. Fun group of guys. Got a lot of crossover members from there. Be sure and shout out to Quirkies, right, as well. Cool group, cool brand. Kind of reminds me of like Quicksilver back in the day. But cool group, cool band, cool founders. Shout out to Poppy. And then I want to give a big shout out as well to my friends here at Meet Nippy in Friendsville, and everything that collection's about. Really cool. If any type of a project, kind of like dig down on it and really learn what they do or the details, besides just first glance, I don't sleep on Meet Nippy. Don't sleep on Meet Nippy, because the kids sure won't. Awesome project. And that's about all I got for you guys. Again, thank you all very much. This was kind of more impromptu and less is organized and spread out. But I appreciate y'all being here. Again, the only few coins besides the memes we kind of looked at, we talked about how Ethereum's kind of been underperforming here with this ETF stuff, while Bitcoin has been doing better. I've been keeping a watch on Pepe here. This has actually been quite a strong reversal here, volatility wise. But Pepe, XRP, a few of the outliers that I'd look possibly. Solana's been holding on all right as well. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks again, guys, and look forward to, if you're a member and you want to do the options class, we're going to be doing that late night, Thursday night. That was kind of a request to kind of be able to get in part of people in Europe and Asia and here in the Americas. So shout out. Catch y'all later. Bye.